to know. And this is one of the reasons why I'm so active in international activities with a lot of Jewish communities. Because I believe we are one. The Jewish people, we are one. Part of us living in Israel, part of us going to live in the future in Israel. We have the same destiny. We have the same future. You know that you need a strong country. Israel is a strong country, and we need you as a strong community. So I hope that this connection is going to be forever. Thank you very much that you are involved. Thank you very much that you came here, and please stay involved, stay part of everything, and I hope to see you next time in Israel. Thank you very much.
We'll open it up to questions, if anybody in the audience has a question.
Hi, I have two questions. First of all, about 2 years ago, we had a CECI event, and one of the things people were discussing was to make sure that the Arabs in Israel have the exact representation per their numbers per capita. Because as it is, there's actually more numbers in Knesset of Arabs than they actually have people in the country. If you compare it to the other political parties, that's how I remember it being explained to us. Is that correct? It's not. Okay, and then the second thing was that they were, as of 2 years ago, they were trying to raise the number of people it takes to have a party. Who are the people who are opponents of this, and what is their argument that you guys have not been able to surmount this obstacle?
The party that's actually against that is the party that's actually against that is the smaller parties that don't want to put themselves in a situation that they need to unite it with other parties, or maybe they can disappear. So every party that they are a small party, they are afraid from changing this minimum percent, so they are strongly against. I told you before that we have the majority, so you ask why it's not happened, because we have the majority even without us. It's not happened because they are today controlling the coalition and the government. And that's why the coalition and the government are not going to support this bill. If we are bringing tomorrow, let's say, they are not going to support that. That's why we don't have any chance now to change it. I hope in the future. No, I said it's wrong information. They have they're less representative in the Knesset than the number of the Arab people.
Not the Palestinians.
No, Arab, Israeli Arabs. The reason of that, if you ask me, is because something like 50% of them never take part of in the election. That's all. And you know what? I want to say something. What is your name? Azika? Azita. Azita? Azita. Okay, nice name. I want you to know why one of the reasons that they are not, the fact that they are not taking part in the election, if you ask me, it's not good for Israel. The issue of keeping as I told you, the Jewish majority in Israel, it's important, it's critical between us and the Palestinians. And you know what I'm always saying to Arab Israelis when they're talking with me? I tell them, listen, this is my problem, and this is my responsibility, that I'm actually doing whatever I can to keep the Jewish majority in Israel. It's saying that I'm doing whatever I can to make sure that you are, the Israeli Arabs, continue being a minority, but in the other side, this is my responsibility to make sure that you are a minority, but feel as a majority. And have a full rights and full rights and full opportunities, thank you, opportunities like everyone. And I'm telling you, if the 18% of the Israeli Arabs that living in Israel today going to have the same opportunities and the same rights, full right and everything, it's good for Israel.
Yes, Lisa.
about what America doing, I think, as I said, we're supporting all the steps, the sanction, all the decision of the president, decision of the Congress and Senate and everything. This is the way. We just ask something very simple. Not to be naive and be aware that we are under a limited time. That's all. And even when you are make sanction, you should make some check up to make sure if it works and if it's influenced. And if not, you should go to the next step. So this is something that for us it's good, but we should make sure that they are not just doing that and continue like nothing happened. They must be aware all the time how it's influenced, if it's help us to reach the goal, and that's what I'm expecting from actually President Obama and from the American Congress and Senate and all that. About the other countries, it's most of the important Europe countries actually part of that and supporting that. We have problem with China, we have problem with Russia, we have problem with countries like that. I can tell you that a few months ago I met with a member of parliament from Russia, and he explained me that they have a lot of problem and they have a lot of economic interest in Iran and economic interest in the region. That's why they cannot do all this sanction and everything. They invest a lot of money there and this and that. I told him, listen, if you want to keep your investments, you should do whatever you can to avoid Iran to have the nuclear weapon. Because I'm telling you, if Iran going to have the nuclear weapon, the Middle East is going to become to be a very unstable region. And you're going to lose all your investments. So I'm telling you, this is more interest. You have more interest to make sure that they're not going to have the nuclear weapon. And this is something that is difficult. We are doing whatever we can. We try to convince. We try to find different solutions to the countries that depend in Iran, in oil and other things. I hope it's going to work. We are doing whatever we can. Not only us, especially the United States. I think it's good and necessary that United States lead all this mission.
I think, yes. I think we're gonna. Do we have time?
Talk to him later, personally.
Okay. If you don't mind, you could just ask him personally afterwards. I'm sorry. Okay. So